se only lyst leiði mildi geði gefi djupt og næf grástill í hjörtu þreyttum taki við tekinum sálum tónlist ljóma við dauða.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening, good evening. Hope everyone's doing well tonight. Let me just see here. Yep, I can hear myself. Monitor's working well. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to your Saturday late night Asatru, Heathen, Norse Pagan prayer service. My name is Reverend Ben Kowalski-Grek. This is presented by The Troth. And I hope everyone's having a wonderful evening. Hello, chat. How are you? OG Caveman. Hello. Oh, of course. These are the internet hall doors after all, so they were quite easy to open. Good evening, everybody. Oh, new here. That's wonderful. We always welcome newcomers, whether you're newcomers to what we do here or you're a newcomer to Norse paganism, Asatru and heathenry all together. Newcomers always welcome. So I'm glad you're here. Let me get started by saying, oh yes, good evening. Oh, Senpai, you have noticed me. Thank you. Oh, thank you, Lila. Welcome. Thank you for coming. And let me first tell you what we do, how we structure this, and just generally what you're going to see tonight. Okay, this is your first time here. Good evening, good evening. So the structure that we do is we start with education. We're going to talk about what we're going to do. We're going to talk about where this threefold method thing, where that comes from, who came up with it. Hint, it was me. Why I came up with it, why this is looks the way it does, why I do this, what sources we pulled from. We'll do a little bit of education there. Then we're actually going to do this together if you want to. So I'm going to do the prayer and you can follow along at home if you want to, or you can just watch. I can't see and I'm not going to judge you either way. So we're just going to do this together if you like. After that, we're going to have some time for questions and answers. Go the after all. So if you have questions that you wanted to ask to Norse Pagan, also through heathen clergy, I'm here for that. I'm also a representative of the Troth. I can answer questions about the Troth as well if you have them. The threefold method. No, this method actually did not come from Wicca. That is a very good question. I thought it was a threefold law is Wicca. So the word threefold is repeated, but I think it's the threefold law in Wicca, not the threefold method. Oh, great to see you guys here. Great that you're and your fiance is Norse Pagan. You're learning new things. Well, I am so glad to be able to help that process of you learning more things about your fiance's faith. Yes, well, we are here for those interested even from Hellenic polytheism. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right, let us begin with the education part. So the first thing, what is this threefold method? Where does it come from? Me. I hate to tell you, I made it up, completely made it up. Most clergy, as most Norse pagans, most Asatru, most heathens, we have to come up with prayer on our own. There is no set thing that we are supposed to do that is handed down to us from a rune stone or that was written on the wall of a cave. There's nothing given to us. You as Norse pagans probably already know that. You've probably been told to read a whole bunch of books. You've read all those books and then said, okay, where's the thing that tells me what to do? Surprise, it's not there. No, we've had to build these things up and create them ourselves. So this is the thing that I created over 20 years of practice, reading sources, pulling various little bits and things that you have, because there are little bits and scenes where people are praying to the gods. It never describes a prayer in full, but there's all these little snippets of moments where people are praying. And this is kind of built off of that, with some improvisation in there, of course. So, the first question that people usually ask me is, which way am I supposed to look? Which way do I face when I pray? Well, if you have an altar, you can see my hand here is pointing to mine. If you have an altar, feel free to face your altar. That is the way that I face. If you have an altar, face your altar. If you don't have one and don't feel like you have to go get one, it is not required for you to have an altar to begin to pray or practice Norse paganism. I'll give you a different way to think about it. So there are two directions mentioned in various parts of Norse and heathen and general Germanic lore. One of the directions is east, that people faced east to pray, and the other one is that people face north. I believe that was because there was a sacred mountain or something in that direction. Either way, facing north or facing east. These are two disparate sources. I combined them together and I said, well, it makes sense to me that if the sun's coming up, I would face east, and if the sun is setting or has set, I would face north. So, depending on where you are and depending on what time of day it is, face east if the sun is rising, face north if the sun is setting or has set. If it's dawn or pre-dawn, face east. Okay, so east if sun coming up, north if sun going down. Okay, that's how you can think about it. The next thing that we'll do is blessing the space, blessing and sacralizing the space that we're about to use. We live in multi-purpose spaces. You know this just as well as I do. Look behind me, if you will. This is a gym sometimes. This is a laundry room sometimes. This is an office sometimes. This is a place where my child draws on the wall sometimes. We don't always get 24-hour, 7 days a week sacred space, right? We don't get that. So we make it. How do we do that? Well, in the olden days, and oh wow, there's about 30 people here tonight. Welcome everybody. So there might be some of those of you from the old school out there. Okay, there might be some of you from the old school, and let me know if this is familiar to you if you're from the old school. But what we did in the old school was hammer in the north, hail and hallow this holy stead. Hammer in the east, hail and hallow this holy stead. Hammer in the south, hammer in the west, hammer above, hammer below. It was the hammer right, as you guys probably know it. That one, someone had brought up the threefold method being Wiccan. The hammer right was actually pulled straight out of Wicca, so it ends up being a little bit high magic for my purposes, a little too dramatic for me. For Minnesota, we don't do dramatic. So it just didn't work for me. Another thing that I see people do is they have a candle or a torch or a lantern or something. They usually have that, and they'll walk around the perimeter of their property chanting or saying something at a regular interval to bless the sacred space within. Just a demonstration of how little space I actually have here. Okay, my right hand here, it's now touching a desk. My left hand here is now touching a wall. I do not have the space to circumambulate. Oh, hey, civilized barbarian, good to see you. You already know this. I do not have the space to circumambulate. Okay, I don't have a palatial estate out in rural Idaho that I'm gonna go walking around, right? I don't have that kind of space. So I need something that's going to work for me and probably work for you if you're in an apartment or a small room or a dorm room, which is actually how I got started. And so I took a little tip from our friends from the East and I grabbed something like this. This is a singing bowl. Of course, use something like a bell if you wanted to, and if all else fails, you always have your hands. You can clap your hands. So I ring a bell or ding something or clap my hands 3 times to open the space, to bless the space that I'm about to worship in. After I bless that space, I bow in the direction of the altar, and then I come to kneeling. And it makes sense to me that after I blessed the space, I would then bless myself once I'm in the space. So I touch my hand to my forehead, I say bless my thoughts, touch my hand to my throat, say bless my words, extend my hands in front of me and say bless my deeds. That's what I do. Hello, hello, hello. Don't you know? Funny, civilized, funny. So after doing that blessing of myself, we can then begin the prayer proper. So the number one question that we get asked as Norse pagans about prayer is, what do you say? Because for a lot of us, prayer is about speaking, right? It's either speaking off the cuff to the gods, or it's some kind of recited prayer. For us, for our purposes tonight, I'm going to do something recited. Now, I wish I could tell you that we have some kind of prayer that is just handed down to us from generation to generation, but as you probably already can guess, that's not the case. As I told you before, we have to build a lot of this stuff from scratch, but I will tell you that we do have some really good building material here. And the building material that a lot of us look at, that a lot of Norse pagans look at, we look at the poetry. We have a lot of poetry that comes from the pre-Christian era, that dates back before the pre-Christian era. It was written down in the Christian era, but the poetry itself is pre-Christian. So you have this body of poetry. We can choose from it things that we want to say. And two verses in particular are very popular with Norse pagans, and you might already guess what they are. They're the two verses of the Sigdrifamal. They're the ones that begin Hail Day, Hail Sons of Day, and then the second verse, which begins Hail the Gods, Hail the Goddesses. Some of you already probably know those verses. Some of you probably already have them memorized. We're going to do those together. Okay, those are going to be our two verses that we're going to do together as our standard way to start prayer, way to do our standard prayer. That's what we're going to do. I'll do one, and then I'm going to prostrate. So I'll do the first verse, prostrate, and then that means just going full face down, hands down. Come back up, do the second verse, prostrate again, full face down, hands down, back up again, and then we'll get into our free verses. Now, there's a lot of folks in the chat tonight, so please have mercy on me. But I like to open this up to chat to say if there are gods and goddesses that you would like to have a verse for, I will do my very best to come up with a free verse. It's going to follow that similar structure of Hail Day, Hail Sons of Day that you'd see in the Sigdrifamal. It's going to follow that same structure, but it is me coming up with it off the top of my head. So I do beg your grace because my freestyle skills are not perfect. Nowhere near. So when I open that up and say, hey, well, let's do a prayer, you know, you guys go ahead and hit me with what you got. If there's any kind of requests or anything like that, we'll go do that. After doing those prayers, though, after each and every prayer, after every prostration, what I like to do is I like to take 1 minute or two to meditate in silence. So we'll do a silent meditation. And what I like to do is I just like to think about prayer as the divine encounter. It's us, you know, approaching the gods. Yeah, us being with them in that way. And what I want to do is take that feeling of closeness, that feeling of what we might call communion with them, take that out of here. How do I take that out of here and into the world around me? Through seeking wisdom, through speaking kindly and truthfully, and through doing good and healing deeds. So that's what I think. So we do 1 to 2 minutes of meditation. I'll let you know when that's up. Then I'll stand, bow twice more, and then we are all done, all set. And then we can move on with Q&A. The prayer itself takes about 5 minutes. It's very quick. So who wants to get started? Let's see. Who do we have in the chat tonight? All right. We have Freya, Thor, Skadi, Tyr. Hey, civilized, what are you doing? What are you doing? You trying to make me pass out just from all the every time. It's okay. All right, so Freya, Thor, Skadi, Tyr, Loki. Fenrir. Oh, you know, I did Fenrir this morning, but I will do another one today. Totally okay. Lila, not a problem. Soul. Nice. You'd have, if you could, I don't quite know how to pronounce it, but the one who says we want to work with Sol, do you mean Sunna? Odin and Thor. Okay. Here we got Tyr. New rune. Balder. Thor and. Okay. Let's see. I'm almost tempted to put this to a vote, chat. Okay, Sunna. Okay. Very cool. Okay, Sunna. So Freya, Thor, Skadi, Tyr, Loki, Sunna, Fenrir, Odin. Balder. Sif. Okay. A lot, guys, but we're gonna get through it. Yeah, I wish I could put this to a vote, but it's okay. So I'm gonna do as much as I can. If I miss one, please understand, it's just my memory is not totally fantastic. I should write stuff down, but we're gonna try it. Okay. All right, let's get started. Oh, and I'll also put instructions on the screen if you guys want to follow along with what we're doing. Bless my thoughts, bless my words, and bless my deeds. Hail day, hail sons of day, hail night and her daughter. Look upon us with kind eyes, as we who are patient find peace. Hail the gods, hail the goddesses, hail the ever-giving earth. Bless us with wisdom, kind words, and healing hands, lifelong. Verse for Thor. Hail Thor, hail son of Odin and of earth, hail our sustainer and our protector. Thor, bless and protect the innocent victims of war. Children, may you bless and protect their steps and lead them to safety. Verse for Freya. Hail Freya, goddess of our hearts, source of our joy, our light. Freya, may you bless our steps with joy, bring love into our hearts, and bring peace into our world. Hail Skadi. Hail the winter maiden. Hail the huntress who walks between the trees. Skadi, may you guide those who are lost, those who are cold, guide them home, to comfort and warmth. Tyr. Hail Tyr. Hail God of the righteous. Hail the Lord of justice. Tyr, may you bring justice to this world. And may every sword fall. And may all hands rise in peace. Hail Air. Hail the healing maiden. Hail the best of physicians. Air, please bless us and heal the sick, restore them to health, and drive the illness from their bodies, and restore them. Hail Loki. Hail Laufey's son. Hail the blood brother of Odin, and the faithful companion of Thor. Loki, bless us with the endurance to endure change, and to know what change is necessary, and the courage to be our truest selves. Hail Fenrir. Hail the howler for justice. Hail the companion of those who suffer. Fenrir, may you bless those who are oppressed. May you grant them relief, release, and may justice be done, no matter how powerful the perpetrator may be. Hail Sunna. Hail to the shining sun. Hail to the radiant fingers of dawn. Sunna, may you continue your journey in our skies, brighten our days, and warm our earth as we enter spring. Hail Balder. Hail the shining light, hail the guide of those who are lost and dead. Balder, may your light guide all those who are lost. May your compassion and your light guide those who are lost on their way to Helheim, to whatever destination awaits them. May your light welcome those of us who have passed and bring us into new life. Sif. Hail Sif. Hail you of the flaxen hair, Thor's wife, mother of Magni and Modi. Sif, may your abundance pour out upon this earth as we await spring. May every belly be full and may peace and plenty reign. All right, let's take a minute for us to meditate. This encounter with the divine that we have here, this moment. Again, let's think about how we can seek wisdom, speak kindly and truthfully towards others, and do good deeds. Thank you guys so much for joining me for that. All right, let's finish up. That is all, folks. Thank you so much for coming to our prayer service. Meet you over here. I'm back again. Oh. Njorun. Njorun? Blood. I said Kargos the Blood Spitter. I don't know who that is. I'm sorry I missed that. Njorun. I actually have not heard that name before. If you might be able to enlighten me a little bit as to who that is and what they do, I will try and get them in at the next prayer service next week. Cannot believe it. This is one of the few times that I've actually been puzzled when I'm like, Njorun. Huh. Oh, and Civilized, thank you so much for promoting the Troth. Thank you, and I know that you are yourself a member. Don't just take his word for it. So yes, if you guys have questions, I am here if you like. Thank you so much for attending the service, the prayer service. I hope it did you some good. Again, it is it's no sweat to me if you want to take some of this and I know this is quite physically involved. You guys saw me doing an awful lot of prostrating just then. If that's not your thing, you don't have to do it. But again, this is one of those things where you see something you like, you take it. You see something you don't like, you say, oh, well, maybe I can do something a little different. Blessed be, yes, back at ya. Oh, Mara, hey, Mara Durkin's here. Well, look at this. Oh, bless you, wonderful teacher. Mara Durkin is actually our clergy coordinator. She was actually the one who ordained me as clergy. So thank you, Mara, and she continues to do wonderful work, blazing trails, continuing her education. I know that you just recently got I don't know if it's further certification in I think it's, what was it, chaplain, some kind of chaplaincy, isn't that right? Medical chaplaincy. So an inspiration to all of us who continue to serve. Mara Durkin, the one, the only, the inimitable. Yes, well, we are happy to have you, and you know, without people to come to this, I mean, we probably still do it, but it wouldn't be as much fun. I actually know Civilized and I have at some point, I know you and me have sometimes it's just been the two of us on some nights, but it's always a little more fun when there's more people. Sensed Fenrir hugging you. Oh, that's great. That's wonderful to hear. Whoa, I got a big one. Sometimes violently anglicizes Njorun. God is attested to Rosetta. Scholarly theories. Her name and function include etymological connected to Njord, the unnamed sister wife of Njord. Maybe you could tell. You know what? Blood bitter. Maybe you could tell me. So thank you for posting that. What I would like to know more of is what you think about her, what she means to you specifically. What do you pray to her for? That would be my question to you. That's what I'm interested in. Oh, thank you. Yes, I'm glad you think this is cool. Awesome. Oh, great. Oh, that's so great to hear. Thank you. Hope all is good and looking for something. Yeah. Well, we're here every single week. If you guys want to come back to service and want to learn more, the Troth also has a ton of free resources. And if you want to join, you can ask questions to our community if you'd like to. We are always around. Someone is always looking to give you an answer. This is one of the things that I found that I love about heathenry, is someone is always willing to give you an answer. Someone is always willing to say, especially if you're mistaken about something. You also sense Fenrir. And it's funny because I don't actually worship Fenrir. I don't worship Loki. I don't worship Fenrir. It's not part of my practice. But again, I feel like our value, our core belief in hospitality says to me that if you bring your gods, if I'm welcoming you, yeah, if I'm welcoming you, then I'm also welcoming your gods. Yeah. So if I can come up with something for them, I will do so, out of, again, hospitality to you. Even if it's not part of my own practice, it's just part of our core value of hospitality. That's what it is. And since Loki too, and this is, again, I don't worship Loki, but again, this is one of those things where it is hospitality. This is you coming in, you bringing your gods, and me welcoming both you and your gods as well. Oh, Justin, that's great. Look at all these members of the Troth here. Yes, I know I posted a thing on TikTok. I'm sorry, I'm just catching up to chats just now, just to see if there's any questions or anything like that. Well, I am glad people's experience with Fenrir tonight was a nice big hug. I'm glad people are saying that. That is sweet. That is very nice to hear. I like to hear that. It's a little hard to read what is to the left. Could you read it? I wouldn't be able to read it out loud now because actually I can't read it from where I'm at. It's still kind of small on my screen, but you can actually find a copy of it at thetroth.org. If you look under our resources and under rituals, you'll see there's like a whole section on how to build rituals out. And this is one of the things in there. So go to thetroth.org, go to the resources on ritual. You'll find this there. So, all right, here we get our exploration of Njoro, and I pray to her a strong connection with seers. Okay, cool. In your journey in Norse paganism, you have abilities of a seer. I see. So something like, okay, Mars. I'll try and do something with that. Blood spitter. I'm sorry. Just your username just is like if your name was like Bob, I'd be like, okay, Bob, I'll do that. But it's like, okay, blood spitter. I will take care of it. I'll do it. I don't know. My Twitch name is, I can't even remember what my Twitch handle is, but you know, we all have our burdens to bear. I will do my best. I will do my best to try and include that sense, and maybe I'll even do a little bit more of my research on Njorun as well, see if I can come up with anything more, so that next time when it comes around for me to do a verse, I'll be better prepared. Oh, you're from Wisconsin. Well, hello neighbor, I'm from Minnesota. And we actually have some people here from Illinois, Chicago area as well. Will I do something similar for bloats? Yes, this prayer is part of bloat. This prayer is usually part, so when I do a bloat, it's basically this with an offering, right? So it's this with an offering and maybe some more stuff. So, but this is the core, right? This prayer basically makes up the core of every ritual I do. So thank you for asking that. Will we do something similar for bloat? Yes. What we just did together is at the core of what my bloat practice as well. Again, trying to catch up still. Oh, love for Warhammer 4K, 40K. Gotcha. I figured something as much. South Carolina. Well, hello NYC. Tokyo. Oh, welcome. And the UK. Well, we truly have a worldwide audience tonight. Thank you guys so much for coming. I do apologize for going long. I know we still have so many questions, I'm sure. But I don't want to keep anybody for too long. It's Saturday night for a lot of us, and I know, you know, maybe you guys got plans to go to the club. I know I used to do that on Saturday nights. Then I became a parent, and and clubbing got crossed off the menu. So now I pray. So, like, yeah, I don't want to keep you guys for too long. So I thank you guys so much for coming to this. Really, lots of blessings to you guys. And yes, we will be doing this again next Saturday, the public bloat or public prayer service, the early one at 6 in the morning Central Time, and then we do this right again here 8:30 p.m. Central Time as well. So we will keep doing this. Yeah.